Like, sis, make it make sense.
Hey. Trips that you plan for the next whole week. Bands too long for a nigga so cheap. And flex OD, and sex OD. You got it, girl.
Okay, guys, let's get right into it. So, today we're going to be having a little chit chat. I am just going to go ahead and start off with my makeup. So, as you can see, I've already done my brows. And now it's just time to prime my face and put on some foundation. As you can see, my skin is back looking a hot mess. I got dark spots again because I can't stop picking at my face because these little bumps keep showing up, these little pimples. I'm guessing from the mask. We are gonna start with some primer. I've already moisturized my face and everything. So while I'm doing my makeup, the first thing that we're gonna touch on is humbling ourselves. That's right, humbling ourselves. But don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. Humble thyself does not mean downplay thyself, okay? You never want to downplay yourself, but you do need to remain humble. So for a primer, I'm gonna go in with the Professional. Don't really need a lot of this. I want y'all to tell me what your definition of humble is, okay? I want y'all to give me y'all's definition. Because my definition of being humble is showing modesty or a low estimate of one's importance. Showing modesty or a low estimate of one's importance. Google it, Google it. So, now don't get that confused with downplaying yourself, honey. Don't ever downplay yourself. And especially, don't downplay yourself to make somebody else comfortable. Because a lot of people, they get stuff confused. Like, for instance, like I'm going to touch on later on, the love thyself. So if I look at myself in the mirror, let's say after we do this whole get ready with me and I'm looking fly and everything, after you do your makeup and your hair and you look good and you look into the mirror and you're like, wow, I look so good. Wow, I look amazing. Wow, I look beautiful. It seems like people have a problem when you compliment yourself a little too much. They like, humble yourself, boo. Since when am I not humble? Because I'm complimenting myself. I'm admiring myself. I'm being kind to myself. And that's another thing that people need to normalize. Being kind to themselves. And being kind to yourself does not mean that you criticize others. That is not what being kind to yourself means. Being mean to others and criticizing others to make yourself feel better, honey, no. You have a problem. You definitely have a problem. Or downplaying someone else to make yourself look better, honey, that's when you need to humble yourself. So let's get right into this foundation. So today we're gonna use the Becca Skin Love. I have been loving this stuff. I know I've been using it for my recent videos, but I'm just loving it, y'all. I mean, it's the Weightless Blur Foundation. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am loving this stuff. Now, Fenty is normally my go-to, but lately I've been loving the Becca, okay? The Becca Skin Love has been it for me. So that's what I've been using. I normally use a brush when going in with my foundation, but today I want to use a beauty blender. So that's what I'm going to use. And if I do get makeup on these, I mean, they won't really stain because I'll wipe them off. So now that we got this dampened, we are going to apply our foundation. So being humble also means to acknowledge that you're human and you are going to make mistakes. And not only that, but you have limitations. Now, I'm not saying limit yourselves, but given your situation that you are in, you're gonna have some limitations. For instance, I know that I can't go out and buy a Maserati right now because I cannot afford that, and that is my limitation. We all have limitations, and we all have to be real with ourselves, and we all have to live within our means. Please live within your means, okay? And when it comes to mistakes, we all make mistakes. We're all new at something. For instance, this YouTube thing. This is something that is new to me. Okay? And the most I can do is I can do my research, and I could look at other influencers and I can learn from them a lot of advice, a lot of knowledge. And I'm very appreciative of that. From what I've noticed with influencers, you know, you have to be careful with what you say. That goes for celebrities and influencers. Not trying to compare all influencers to celebrities, but when you're a public figure in general, I mean, for instance, you could be a CEO of a company, or you could be a lawyer, police officer. You have to be careful with how you present yourself and with what you say. So with that being said, you have to realize that you're gonna make mistakes. Most of the lessons that we learn in life is from our experiences. You don't always get things right the first time. Like, for instance, in school, there were classes that I passed the first time, and there are some classes that I did not pass the first time. But you know what I did not do? I did not give up. I did not give up. And you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna judge somebody else for failing a class, because I failed before too. I mean, we've all failed. We've all fallen short of something. And we all have limits. Okay, so now that we have our foundation done, I like to go in with some concealer. So this is my new favorite concealer. I normally go in with the LA color, but I'm liking this a lot better. And I like the fact that you can just take this and apply it. Like so. Okay, so now it's time to blend this out. But yeah, being humble also means appreciating things and people. And what I mean by things is appreciating where you are now, appreciating how far you have come, how far God has gotten you. Because we all know 2020 is the year of humbling thyself, okay? If you wasn't humble before, this year should have humbled you. And that goes for everybody. Some of you may not have had their health compromised. Some of you may not have had their bank account compromised. But I'm pretty sure you've known of someone who has had issues this year due to the pandemic. That should make you want to look at yourself and your situation and be grateful and be thankful. Be thankful that you are in a great position, and be thankful for who you have in your life, where you live. I understand people want more, because I want more. I want more for myself, and I'm growing and I'm developing myself, and I'm taking steps to get to where I want to be. You know, I have goals and I'm meeting my goals. But yeah, I'm thankful. You know, I'm thankful for what I have, the people I have in my life. I'm thankful that I still get to live my life with these people in my life, because they could be gone tomorrow just like I could be gone tomorrow. I appreciate my friends and my family, and I appreciate the people that appreciate me, that make me feel love every time I see them. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't really put myself in positions to where I'm around people that I feel that aren't genuine and that I feel aren't really for me, that aren't really rooting for me, people that don't really support me. I don't really put myself in positions to be around people like that. But the people that do show up for you, the people that do support you, you have to appreciate those people. You have to show them appreciation. You know, even if it's just a phone call out of nowhere or a just because gift, tell those people how much they mean to you and how grateful you are to have them in your life. Give people their flowers while they are alive, because you never know. Life is short. Okay, so now that this concealer is blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some powder. Another thing that comes with humbling thyself is not being so judgmental. Say you've accomplished something, look at your accomplishments and abilities into a certain perspective, your circumstances surrounding that accomplishment. Think about what position you were in and who helped you along the way, or what allowed you to be able to accomplish this or that. So I'm gonna go in with the powder, and I'm going in with my HD Set and Forget by Kiss, and I got this from the beauty supply. But of course, everything I use in this video will be linked below. I actually like to apply my powder first before I bake. It's a new technique that I'm using because I saw another YouTuber do it. Goodness, I wish I could remember her name, but if I can remember it, I will link her YouTube down below. Just gonna take a little bit of powder and I'm just gonna apply it. Okay, so now it is time to bake. So I'm gonna use this other end of my beauty blender and I'm just gonna apply this. But yeah, you really have to put those things into perspective and realize that everybody's circumstances may not be yours. You just have to look at certain people's situations and be grateful that, hey, you are able to make this accomplishment, because not everybody is fortunate enough and not everybody has your same mindset. You know, you can't sit up there and judge other people for their circumstances because not everybody's you. And speaking of not everybody being you, it's time that you get to know yourself, okay, people? Now, you have to know yourself. And I know that we are all growing and we are all changing. Our minds change, our perspectives change, our views change, and we grow. That's called growth, baby. That's called growth. Okay, so while that's baking, I am gonna go ahead and contour. So I like to use this contour palette. When it comes to knowing yourself, you have to also recognize that it's a journey. Everything you are going through, all of the lessons that are learned, it's all a journey. You know, it's all part of the journey of getting to know yourself, knowing what you like, what you don't like, who you don't like. And then also realizing stuff that you don't like about yourself, realizing your strengths and your weaknesses. And getting to know yourself is something that you have to do. You. And the reason I say this is because a lot of us take what other people say about us and make them our truth. No, honey, that is not your truth. That is that other person's perspective of you. You know, that's that other person's experience of you. That doesn't make it true. You have to stop accepting other people's opinions of you. And you know what? You also don't have to agree. You can agree to disagree. Oh, okay, well, that's what you think of me. Okay, but I mean, I know me. Because we are constantly changing. Like some people I haven't talked to in years and they think they know me. I'm pretty sure they back talking about the old me, but guess what? They don't know the new me. Okay, so while we are contouring our face, I also like to contour my chin, and I also like to put some shadowing on my forehead too. Let me lift this up, my hairline. And then I also like to do my nose. So I like to start here and work my way down. And then also you gotta think, certain people you show different faces to. And that's only natural. At work you show a different face. In front of family you show a different face. In front of acquaintance you show a different face. And some friends or certain family members. Because it ain't always got to be family, because family members differ too. It depends on who you're close to, who you're not, and who you establish those boundaries with. And that's another thing that I want to touch on. Boundaries with certain family members. Not every family member has good intentions for you. And you learn at a young age, you know, that blood ain't always thicker than water. It is what it is, you know. Now, if you're blessed to have a tight-knit family and you get along with all of them, whew, wow. But from what I know, not everybody gets along. You don't get along with everybody in your family. You just don't. You just don't. Okay, so I'm going to spray this beauty blender. And I'm just going to pat this into my skin like so. Instead of wiping it away, just going to pat it in. It's just a new technique that I've tried, and I liked how my makeup turned out when I did it. So certain family members, you only see them at family reunions and whatnot, or if you go to certain family functions, you know, certain family members you don't see all the time. So do they really know you? I think not. If you don't talk to them on a regular basis, I mean, it is what it is. And the reason I like to do this with a damp beauty blender is because I don't really care for like the chalky look. And I noticed that certain powders can make your face appear chalky, and I just don't like that. I like more of an airbrush look. So I find that using this particular technique creates that effect for me. So now to put a little warmth in my face, I'm gonna go in with some blush. Now, question is, do I have blush? No, I do not. But eyeshadow works. For those of you who have been with me since the beginning, you know that's what I do. So I'm going into my Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use this Busy Bee color because I like the light warmth of it. And I'm just gonna go in with this over here. Speaking of family members, you have to know your boundaries. You have to create those boundaries. For instance, you may live a different lifestyle than some people. You may have different beliefs than some people, and you may move differently than some people. And you may not have nothing against them, but if you know that's not how you move, you may need to create some distance between you and that person. That's why certain people I call acquaintances. You know, they may be cool people to a certain extent, but their decisions may not line up with my belief system, your belief system. You know, you may not live the same lifestyle as them. Okay, so we're gonna go in with some bronzer. So I like to use the Kiss Glow and Bronze. So it's like a glow / bronze powder. And we are just gonna go over our cheeks with it. Okay, so now I'm going to use some leftover powder from my beauty blender and just kind of line that up. Okay, I need some more powder. But yeah, and you also have to know your triggers. You know, certain people do trigger you. You know, certain things do trigger you. You know what I mean? Because not everybody is your cup of tea. Because you're not everybody's cup of tea. And the reason I say this is because not everybody likes you, and you don't like everybody. You may not be beefing with them or have anything against them personally, but if they're not your vibe, they're not your vibe. And you don't want to hang around people or be around people that's just not your vibe, you know, because you're not going to enjoy yourself. That's why I make it a point to not go somewhere. If I don't feel like going, I'm not gonna go, because I don't like to force nothing. And I feel like if I'm not having a good time, I feel like it's gonna rub off on other people, because people can feel when something's not right with you, just like I can feel when something's not right with someone else. Have you ever been out with somebody and the intent of the night was for y'all to have a good time, and you know, you just noticed something wasn't right about the person and something was off, and of course it affects your mood because you're like, oh my goodness, I care about this person and I want to know what's wrong with them. When I'm out with people, I want everybody to have a good time. I want to have a good time. You know what I mean? If I'm not feeling up to it, I'm not gonna go. You know, and I feel like I'm not only helping myself, but I'm helping others. Like, I don't want to give nobody a negative vibe. I don't want to put a damper on we got going on or whatever you got going on. That's just me. I'm gonna let that do its thing, and we are gonna go ahead and start on our eyeshadow. I'm gonna go into the Kylie Jenner bronze palette. I'm gonna go in with the Bronzite, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease. So this color is Bronzite. Just gonna apply that to my crease on both sides. And now we are just gonna blend that out. But yeah, I don't like giving bad vibes and I don't like receiving bad vibes. So I will stay my behind at home. I do not like staying down too long, and I do not like feeling sorry for myself for too long, because baby, we gotta boss up, okay? We gotta boss up. Take that L, reflect, because it's a lesson, and boss up. A L is a lesson at the end of the day. Use your L's as lessons. Okay, so next we go into another color, which is Tiger Eye. So this is Tiger Eye. So I'm gonna apply Tiger Eye to the bottom portion of my lid. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Who's heard that song by Vito? You gotta boss up.
That gym and get back fine. Go get that degree. Go, girl. Focus on me. Unlock potential that you.
So yeah, next we're gonna go in with quartz. Quartz is this color right here. We're gonna apply that. Your eyes always look slightly different when applying eyeshadow. It is what it is. Right now, I want to go ahead and put some highlighter on. The Radiant Glow, for those of you who have not tuned into my October Ipsy Glam bag unbagging, you need to, because this is what came into my bag, y'all. So I'm gonna be using this as highlighter. Y'all, establishing boundaries is so important, and protecting your peace and protecting other people's peace, because I know I ain't nobody's peace when my mood ain't right or when my mind ain't right. I am nobody's peace, okay? And I do not like having a bad attitude. I don't at all, because I don't like when other people have a bad attitude. None of us are perfect, so it happens. Things happen that get us in a mood. So when you are in that mood, steer clear. It's time for me time. Or if you're having trouble getting yourself out of a rut and you just feel like crap and it's hard to motivate yourself, just get up and take yourself out on a date. Yes, a date. I don't care if you're single, you're married, you're in a relationship, whatever. You need me time. Me time is important. Go take yourself out on a date. Go get your toes done, your nails done. I know it's a pandemic and some of you aren't on that wave. Well, guess what? Pamper yourself. Just take a self-care day. Just do your skin routine, relax, run yourself a hot bubble bath, pour your favorite glass of wine, put on a mask, just give yourself a pedicure, manicure, whatever, and then just take yourself out to eat if you're comfortable with doing that. Go take yourself out to eat. Go eat alone. You get to know yourself more when you're actually by yourself. That's what knowing yourself is all about. How you are when you're by yourself. I think that's a problem with some people, as far as friendships and relationships. When you don't really know how to be by yourself, you may be with somebody just out of loneliness. Some relationships are toxic for you, and you'll stay in a relationship or a situationship just because you don't know how to be by yourself. So you just do what makes you comfortable, but yet you keep dragging yourself through the mud, because at the end of the day, if this person keeps dragging you through the mud and you let in them, you're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. I don't care. So we are gonna wipe this crap off. I was supposed to bend and wipe this off. I'm gonna wipe this off. I am loving how this is turning out. I don't know about y'all, but I'm loving it. Okay, so now it's time to go in with some liner and some mascara and some lashes. So this also came from my glam bag, the October one, and I'm gonna use this to go on my lower lash line. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. So yeah, and I have another thing to add about you letting people drag you through the mud, or play with your heart and etc. That goes for friendships too. If you consider somebody a friend, but they only hit you up when they want something, family members too, why are you giving your energy to that person? It's like every time they call, you find yourself jumping to help them out. But it's like, for what? Because I guarantee you, if it was the other way around, would they jump for you? Would they jump for you? No ma'am, no sir. No, they would not. I actually want to use this for my upper too, so I want to get the corner here. Normally I do like a thick wing liner using like liquid liner, but I don't feel like doing that, so I'm just gonna apply this to the top like so, and then I'm gonna take something and blend it out. Next, we're gonna go in with some mascara, and we're doing the Big Ego. One thing about me is I'm one of those people that loves hard, you know. I treat people the way they want to be treated, and I treat people the way I would want to be treated. But once I am cross and you make it clear that you don't care, then guess what? I'm not gonna care either. I'm gonna wish y'all the best. Good luck. Boo. Bye. But, you know, I gotta protect myself at the end of the day, and I have to protect my heart. So I will not, absolutely not be taken advantage of. Will not. And you know why? Because I love myself. And I know myself. I know myself, and I love myself. So it takes me a while to warm up to people. But when you finally get to know me and we're finally like this, I'm gonna ride hard for you. That's just how I am. I'm gonna celebrate with you. I'm gonna be there for you on your highs and lows, okay? Not just your lows, your highs and your lows. And I'm gonna pray for you. I want everybody to win at the end of the day, because everybody can. I cannot stand a jealous spirit, you know, and I cannot stand a hated spirit, and I definitely can't stand a miserable spirit. Keep that away from me. If you're not genuinely happy for me, keep it away from me. I don't want nothing. Don't say nothing, because I can tell when stuff ain't genuine. May not say nothing, but all right, y'all. It's time for my favorite part, some lashes. So these are the magnetic lashes. My hubby, because I have the best hubby ever, he actually stopped by a beauty supply to get something that I said I needed. I didn't even ask him to do it, but he did it anyway, because I just have that type of man. And he FaceTimed me and he told me about these magnetic lashes. He actually went to this black-owned beauty supply not too far from where I stay, and the lady said that she really liked these, so I'm gonna try them out. Now these are really big, and I'm used to wearing like the wispy lashes that are not as big, and these in comparison, these look way bigger. So we are just gonna try these out. Hey, why not? You know, and it comes with the magnetic liner too. Let me open it so that way I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So they look so cute up close. Different ones. There's the Juliana, and then there's the Whitney. So I'm gonna try the Juliana, but let me show you this magnetic eyeliner. And I'm gonna do the Julianas, which is these up top. Apply magnetic eyeliner, and then let dry, and then apply a second layer, then let dry again, and then gently lay lashes on top of liner, and then allow the lash to adhere to the magnetic eyeliner. We're done. First layer goes on. So I applied that, and I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna do the other side. And I also made sure I applied it close to my lash line. So I'm gonna let that dry and then do a second layer. Well, while I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my hair. Today we're gonna do a different hairstyle. Okay, it looks like it dried, so I'm gonna apply another layer. Okay, so I'm gonna let it dry again. We're gonna talk about loving thyself. And loving thyself, first of all, is accepting yourself. Accepting yourself. Flaws and all. Like that song by Beyonce, a lot that goes with that is knowing you have flaws. There are things that I don't like about myself physically, but you know what? I accept them because it's the way God made me. And if it's things that I can change, I'm working on it. For instance, I don't like my skin right now, but you know what I can do? I do a skin routine and I can clear my skin up. If I don't like my weight, guess what? I can do something to gain weight, or I can do something to lose weight. You know, those are things that you can really do something about. And there are things that I don't like about myself. I know certain things trigger me. I don't like the fact that I do get panic attacks and anxiety attacks. It's something that I've developed more recently, and I'm just going to be open about it because I know there are people out there that struggle with it too. And honestly, it was kind of a relief to me to know that this is something that other people that I knew of dealt with. And it kind of gave me a sense of relief, like, oh, I'm not alone. You know, that's something that I accept and something that I can cope with now, something I can live with now. I can be controlling at times. Once I focus on something and once I want something, I'm gonna get it. Like, that's just me. I'm just very headstrong with that. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. And there we have it. Now this was a bit of trial and error. I don't really care for the liquid eyeliner. It's kind of looks cakey up in here, but I will fix that later. Once it completely dries, I can just put some regular liquid eyeliner on there. But other than that, they look fab. So now we can get started on the hair, but I do want to set my face. I want to do a half up, half down do using clip-ins. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is as straight as it's gonna get. So now we have the back to work with. So it looks like I will need to straighten the back, at least the ends, because I had my hair pulled back in a bun. I'm going to use some heat protectant on the back of my hair. So now I'm gonna comb it out to where it's evenly distributed. And now let me show you the clip-ins that I'm talking about. So the clip-ins will look like this. I also got these from the beauty supply. So what I like to do is I typically part clip, so we can finish our Love Thyself segment. So accepting your flaws is the equivalent of accepting you have a problem. We all have a problem. And when I say you have a problem, it may not be the extreme of, oh, you have a drinking problem, go to AA, or you have a drug problem, go to rehab. But we all have problems. And guess what? We still should seek help, even if we don't have a drug addiction. You know, like for instance, if we are addicted to overthinking, if we are addicted to overanalyzing every situation, these issues that we have are affecting our relationships, affecting our friendship, and we wouldn't necessarily go to AA, but we should definitely go to therapy. And I feel like people associate therapy, especially people of color, they associate therapy with somebody being crazy. You should go to therapy because you want to improve yourself. To me, you love yourself when you're constantly investing in yourself and you're trying to improve yourself because you recognize what flaws you do have. Even in a marriage, nobody's perfect. Everybody's gonna have flaws. You know, you married this person, flaws and all. You chose to love this person, flaws and all. And when you go to counseling, you work through the problems or conflicts that you may have, because on this end you're this way, on this end they're that way, and there's a conflict because at the end of the day nobody's perfect and we all have flaws. So this is how it looks. It's really long. These are the clip-ins I needed because I didn't really care to color my own hair. Of course I wouldn't have a problem with it, but why color your hair when you can just color the wig? We are gonna keep going, but I'm just big on respect. You know, I'm gonna respect you and you're gonna respect me. We don't have to believe in the same thing. You know, our belief system can be different as long as you keep your respect with me and we have a mutual understanding that, hey, we're gonna agree to disagree. We have different views. We grew up different. As long as there's no hate involved, we don't have an issue. And me, one thing about me, I will not entertain ignorance. So that is something I will not tolerate. And I will not argue with you because at the end of the day, people don't see who's right and wrong. When y'all arguing out in public, making a fool of yourself, people just see two fools at the end of the day. Two fools. Well, guess what? I won't be a fool. Gonna be talking to yourself. Gotta stop worrying about what other people think of you. If there's not a dollar involved, if they're not paying your bills, if there ain't no paycheck involved, there ain't no career involved, no job, why are you caring about what folks think about you? People that really don't know much about you, they just making assumptions about you. So you let what they gotta say affect your whole day, the way you live your life. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. We don't do that. Do not do that. Because at the end of the day, people that are so focused on your life and what you got going on and always got some slick stuff to say, they miserable themselves. I'm not gonna sit up there and go on somebody's page and just talk crap just for what? When I don't know you from a can of paint, I'm not gonna go on your page and just talk crap. Or if I don't know what's going on in your household and you haven't shared anything with me, I'm not gonna make assumptions. Are you paying my bills? What do I care about what's going on with you? I'm gonna pray for you, hope everything's great, but I'm not gonna assume the worst, because guess what? I got my own stuff I'm dealing with. And honestly, getting caught up in stuff that doesn't matter just really doesn't sit well for me. Like gossip, blogs, and all this stuff. At the end of the day, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with these celebrities, these influencers, all these people. So I feel like we just put too much energy into that stuff. You know what I mean? Too much energy. Instead of putting energy into taking care of ourselves, we really need to start taking better care of ourselves, you know, instead of stressing about things that don't matter. Because honey, when I turn the big 5-0, I do not want a wrinkle in sight for me frowning up about what this person got going on, that person got going on. No, I want to be stress-free. I'm only going to stress about things that matter to me. I'm not going to be stressed about what's going on in this person's life or that person's life. No, reduce stress as much as possible, because stress is the biggest killer. Everybody needs downtime. I don't care if you got to take Sunday as self-care Sunday, and do what you do to de-stress, even if that means binge watching a show, turning your phone off, putting it away in a room, pouring up your favorite wine, or eating your favorite dessert. Whatever you like to do, take that time out for yourself. You know, I don't care how you do it. Do what makes you feel good about you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, nobody got you like you got you. Nobody got you like God got you. So yeah, as you can see, I've been clipping. And these, what I love about these clip-ins is that they are super thick. Like super thick. Like one weft is super thick. So it's really going to give me like a full look. And I never really had a problem with having thin hair. My hair is really thick, and I even tried to go natural once, and it was just too thick. And right now I'm relaxed, but I think I'm a month or two post relaxer. It's pretty simple. Just clip, brush to blend, and keep going. This is like the largest clip that I'll put in my hair, or the longest one that I'll put back here, because the key is hiding the clips. So I actually might want to pull out that flat iron to really flat iron it and blend it with my hair, because I don't think I need any more clips back here. And I love the fact that this hair is kinky straight, so my hair doesn't have to be super duper straight to blend the clip-ins with it. So, and these are harder to blend. These clip-ins are harder to blend with my natural hair, because my natural hair is black. So I'm just gonna go over it with this hot comb. I'm gonna take this, pull it back. We want to take the little clips. So I want to start with the front first. So I'm gonna just part this. First, let me take this, because this is in a way, it's getting in the way of me being able to see. So cute. I want this to lay down, so I'm gonna have to brush it up. I'm gonna use that on my side. Just gonna put it all over. So I know we're talking about taking care of yourself, but I also want to chime in on respecting yourself. Your respect, your name is everything. And you should never do something that you're not comfortable with to get other people to like you, or to gain fame or money. Don't degrade yourself for money, ever. Don't degrade yourself for friendships, because guess what? Those people are not your people. Where's my big brush? Now, what you do in your occupation is your business, but when it comes to respecting yourself, don't do anything that goes against your morals and your values for anything or anyone. And don't allow people to degrade you. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your man, your spouse, your cousin, your sister, your mama, and your daddy. Like, I don't care who it is. Don't allow them to treat you horrible, to treat you bad. That goes with having respect enough for yourself to stand up for yourself. Don't always depend on people to take up for you. You need to take up for you. At the end of the day, don't nobody got you like you got you. And that should be the case. That should be the case. It gets to the point where people riding for you more than you riding for you. That's a problem. You should be your number one fan. You better believe in you. Don't wait around for others' approval to do something that you always wanted to do. And also, when it comes to protecting your energy, when you do want to do something, until it's set in stone, don't tell nobody. Matter of fact, just do it, you know, and they'll see for themselves, because sometimes people just be so miserable and so negative that they'll just have any little thing to say about what you're trying to do. But yet they ain't trying to do it. People would criticize the hell out of somebody else, but they wouldn't even be brave enough or really have the courage or the skill set to do what you're doing. Like, sis, make it make sense. Make it make sense, because it don't. So I'm just gonna brush this up, and I'm gonna get my ponytail holder wherever I put that. We did it, y'all. We did it. We did it. I do need to lay my edges. But yeah, y'all, I am so serious. Be your biggest supporter. If y'all are looking to start a YouTube, then just do it, you know, and your people will find you. Your people that want to support you and that's been looking for you, basically searching for you all their life, people that can relate to you, they will come, trust me. And I started this channel last month, and I am so grateful for those of you who have really supported me. I'm up to 21 subscribers, and I am thankful for that. I don't even say, oh, I only have this amount, I only have that. No, I am not gonna discredit y'all like that. So thank you so much, and keep showing your support. Keep showing your support and keep spreading the word. And when I make it to 50 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway just to show my appreciation. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Guys, this look, see how simple and effortless that is? Won't take long because we ain't really do much with the baby hairs, but just gonna take this. Okay, so let's work on our lips. Moisturize these lips some more. I'm gonna do a dark lip, so I'm gonna go in with some butter gloss from NYX. And now I'm gonna go in with some cheap lip gloss that I got from the beauty supply. Very glittery. I don't really care for the texture that much, but I do like the glittery, shimmery look that it has. All right, we just gonna wait. It's gonna be great. So, guys, this is the final look. Apart from these flyaways, I would say this is a cute, effortless look. Kinky straight hair, the gloss, the lashes, the hoops, just everything. I'm loving it. And we are gonna finish this look off with some Victoria's Secret teas, and I really like it. And I think this is a cute look for happy hour. Don't need too much of this. Just love the way this stuff smells. Nails did, hair did, everything did. So let me know if you all enjoyed this talk. Like, I'm for real, y'all. I just want to leave you with this. Don't nobody got you like you got you. Love you. Don't ever determine your worth by what somebody else says about you. Because at the end of the day, everybody got haters. But guess what? You don't be a hater. You be a lover, and you protect your peace by humbling thyself, knowing thyself / getting to know thyself, and loving thyself, okay? So guess what, baby? somebody want to bring some heat to you, this is what you tell them. You're not important enough to hate, honey. You are not important enough to hate, okay? Because guess what? Your opinion is not stopping my coin, my success. It's not affecting me. I can still sleep good at night. Tell them that, okay? And I got this shirt from Fashion Nova, so you let them know, okay? You're not important enough to hate. Let me know what you think about our conversation. And also feel free to share some of your experiences. If some of you are in counseling or considering going to counseling or therapy, let me know how that is. And also, all of the products that I've used in this video will be linked below. So I want to thank all of you for watching, and I am so thankful to all of my subbies. And if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, just hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that way you won't miss when I release videos. And once again, welcome and thank you for watching. Bye bye.
It's time to mix it up and get your glow